Without any further ado, let's get it over to Prad. Thanks everybody for watching again today. Thank you for all the likes. Ramin, AJ, Fabian, the girl behind us, Prad, Max, everybody, of course that's Kat. Everybody, thank you for watching. We're back tomorrow, so don't sleep on us. 8:30 a.m. We're back. Kill 'em, Prad.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the after party, the after show, where we cover everything that moves based on earnings or any other catalyst, anything that moved today and anything that could move tomorrow, and see how we can maybe add some more money to our pocket. I'm your host, Trader Prad, and a couple stocks that we do have earnings today. Not too important, but I don't think they're even bringing in volume tomorrow, I'll be honest with you. But we got a couple of stocks that might move around. Logitech, Whirlpool, MEDP, CLF, Cleveland Cliffs, AMC after party, obviously AMC. Friday Friday in the after hours moved drastically. We're getting a nice little 20-cent pop over here in the after hours going with the AMC monster move today. I mean, ended up 32%. What else can we expect? What else do we want really from this stock? So let's go to the charts. Let's zoom into all the movers that are happening today. I want to give a quick shout out to your EV sector in China, or even all Chinese ADRs to begin with. Monster moves on those. And as we talk about AMC takes right through 6 once again today. Today's high day, if I remember correctly, was somewhere around 620. Yeah, 620, 623 or so was the high day. And now we're trying to get back above 6 in the after hours. The stock will be very important for the next few days as we keep watching the moves coming in over here. I'm trying to go to the daily chart. Let me pull up the daily chart. If you look at that level right there near 620, 623 or so, that high is where we basically rejected today. So I'm looking for a possible, holding of 6 in the after hours, a breakthrough of 6 in the after hours, or even tomorrow pre-market, we test $6 or even the 620 area, giving us a nice little breakout of this area in pre-market or off the open for another move to the north side if that is possible. But a 30% move, ladies and gentlemen, that could bring some selling into this position. So we have to watch this one for the next few days. Watch how the stock moves around for us. And obviously, if you're watching AMC, you got to have APE on watch along with it. This position has sold off quite a bit, but actually ended flat on the day. If you look at that, wow. So here's a Friday close, Friday after hours. Here's a Friday pre-market, and here's all of today. Closing absolutely flat. Looks like that catalyst not too affected. Whoever wanted to sell this position already done sold it yesterday after hours, or Friday after hours, sorry, surprisingly enough. NFLX climbing quietly, says ACK. CSCO, why is that one going up? Question marks. Not really. Oh, there is a little bit of a volume there. Okay, Cisco moving up for some reason. Not sure what the catalyst is. This one doesn't have earnings anytime soon yet. This one's earnings August 16th. But a little bit of a volume spike over there. That could have just been the closing volume, so I'm not sure if there's an actual move here. So not seeing anything just yet. But Bill saying Cisco up on the day in general, I guess. Yeah, it's up 0.9% overall on the day. Let's go see if any of the earnings movers that were supposed to come out with the numbers after hours have dropped. And looks like Logitech might have, as we did see a little bit of a sell-off over here on our friend Logitech. I'm a big Logitech fan. You guys know that. Whirlpool making a little bit of a move too, all the way up to 156 and back down to 150. CLF. What time does CLF come out with earnings? Looks like they might have also come out with earnings. We are getting a nice little pump up in the after hours here, up to $17 on CLF. People saying TSM slowly creeping in the after hours after terrible earnings. TSM, if I remember correctly, let me try to open this website over here, reconnect on that. Where is, let's go here, and if I can just type in ticker. If I remember correctly, came out with good earnings, did it not? So I'm looking at the numbers over here. These are today's numbers. Let's see if this, okay, accept. Don't see their numbers over here. It's Thursday? Last Thursday, yeah. Didn't it come out with good numbers last Thursday? Yeah, so I'm going to look over here on TradingView, looking at that number. Yeah, looks like they beat chat. Someone in the chat saying TSM creeping up slowly after terrible earnings. I see beat on both estimates and revenues, but I think they maybe kind of guided a little bit lower, so that brought down the stock originally. But if you look at the longer time frame, we're pretty much holding up in a range that the stock likes to find support in, especially after breaking out over here on in the starting of June. So we broke out, gapped up, held previous tops as support. Right here, held previous tops as support and popped back up all the way into the $100 area, and now pulling back after somewhat of a mixed guidance, good earnings report on TSM, popping back up overall. I think this area looking for support is a valid play for our friends over here. But chat's talking about Whirlpool because this one does have earnings, and look at this one move. Like we said earlier, it popped up to 156. Looks like it even dropped down to 149, but is now popping back up to the north side. Let's quickly head over here, go to calendar, see if we can get the numbers. They are not updated. Oh, they are. So expected 3.8, reported 4.21, a beat. And we're still waiting on revenue per share so that's earnings per share. We're still waiting on revenue to come out. We don't know what the revenue numbers are. We'll wait for the numbers to come out over here. FFIV apparently has announced earnings also. AGYS. A lot of these stocks barely bring in volume on a day-to-day. That's part of the reason why we're not really taking a look at it. I mean, if you take a look at Whirlpool, what is Whirlpool's average volume on a day? Let's close that one. Let's go to FinViz. WHR. Average 3-month volume is 731,000, right? And the average 10-day volume on Whirlpool is 749K. So $150 stock, trading only 700,000 shares on a 10-day scale, on a 3-month scale. That's probably spready and not enough liquidity for you to get in and out multiple times. So you want to be a little careful. And if you look at where the stock popped up to, we're still in previous ranges. Especially off of an earnings catalyst, you want to see positions pop up into new ranges and give you, new price discovery. If you, at least based on, past. I want to see the stock above this 157, 156 area, and we are exactly seeing that 156 rejection come in the after hours already. Right there, pinned to 156 and pulling right back to the south side. On positive earnings report, as far as we've seen so far, we're still waiting for revenue to show up. Maybe we can just refresh that to see what happens. FFIV up $11, says chat. That one did announce earnings also, and look at this one move right now. Average 10-day volume, only 500,000 shares, $150 stock. But with the move that this one's showing you right now, maybe there is something to take a look at over here. I mean, look at that. We are finally breaking out of previous ranges compared to, recent history, not breaking out of all the ranges in the past, but at least breaking out of recent ranges that we can start looking at the stock with a little bit more interest, maybe, especially if it brings in some volume for us to start trading around. And hence, I'm going to put some levels over here to take a look at. We are clearing these tops in the after hours. We are still popping to the north side, looks like. Let me quickly open up this website, too. I got to log into this one, so let me log into it. In the meantime, FFIV, F5 Technology Services, never really traded this position, but it's a $120 stock. What do? Multi-cloud application service engaged in development, marketing, and sale of application security and developer solutions, delivery solutions which enable customers to develop, deploy, operate, source, govern applications in any architecture. Okay. F5 Distributed Cloud Servers. F5 Big IP and F5 Systems Company was founded in February 1996, Seattle, Washington. How come I've never heard of this company before? Looks like some sort of a multi-cloud application company website or software provider, I'm guessing. And also help with some sort of a deploying, not sure, govern applications in any architecture. So they basically fit a lot of baskets overall is what they're saying, if according to that description. I'm going to options calculator over here to see Options AI options calculator to see what the earnings move is expected, and they're expecting about a 6.5% move overall, a pop up to 160 or a drop down to 140, and you're seeing that pop up to 160 come into play, and a little bit of a bear pop past 160. We popped up to 162.59, but the stock is now properly pulling back below 150. Is that a halt in the after hours? That's pretty insane if it is. I mean, let's go to the 1 minute. Looks like the stock was halting in the, do stocks halt in the after hours, Sean? Do stocks halt in the after hours? Well, it looks like F5 over here has been going a little monster. FFIV. FFIV has been going a little crazy because this stock has been, you know, just, yeah, they reported on earnings. But I've never seen a stock like halt off of earnings before. This is pretty strange. But yeah, the company can request a halt. Okay, it looks like these could be halt moves over here. The stock is a little strange, obviously. We use F5 at my company, says Sean Zielinski. Oh, that's, if you don't mind me telling, F5 are a big load balancing device internet. It looks like it's moving like it's halted, but it's not halted right now, though. The last few candles over here are pretty weird, but that just could be the lack of liquidity on the stock itself, right? That could very well be that. But it looked like it's you know, moving like a halter over here, which is why I'm confused. But overall, man, this stock, I have never traded it. I have to be a little careful with it when it comes out tomorrow. But we are very interested with these levels that are being offered over here, and our chat coming out with good information regarding how this position possibly could have good software as they do use it in their at their workplaces. F5 security for corporate software. We have it at my job too, says Tim James. Okay, I like it. Very commonly used. Major companies use it. It's a VPN service. That's Clean Garcia. That's okay. I like it. I'm way more interested now into FFIV as to see what these guys are doing. Brad, what system is that you're using? This is Trade Ideas, but we over here use Day Trade the World. We use PPro8. You can use the exclamation mark sponsor, or you can even scan the QR code on the screen right now to learn more about Day Trade the World. It will teach you, you can go to daytradetheworld.com or even send an email at marketing@dttradew.com to learn more about what we do over here on the show. A lot of companies use F5 for load balancing web traffic. So it's kind of like Cloudflare. I'm guessing, which is what I always see that gets hit with the, I always get hit with, you know, those Cloudflare blockers, verified pages. So I'm guessing it's kind of like that just for load balancing. Coming up over here, next stock, ladies and gentlemen, is, I want to see if a couple of these stocks are by any chance moving in the after hours today, because tomorrow pre-market, the earnings come out. So these stocks over here tomorrow pre-market, one of them being GM. We know Ford, I don't know how much of this story is true, but maybe Brendo can tell me if it is. Red Bull might be switching to Ford engines in 2026. It's already happening? Why would they do that? No clue why Red Bull has to switch to Ford engines over here. Honda said no, so they got to go to Ford Cosworth. So I am very excited for the future of Formula One over here. But overall, the reason why I'm bringing up Ford is because, you know, Ford and GM have been kind of moving in tandem together. So if GM comes out with earnings, we could look for some sympathy trades on Ford tomorrow. And tomorrow morning, let's look for some levels over here on our friend GM as earnings are coming bright and early in the pre-market. Let's also take a look at what the options mover is expecting these numbers to come out at. GM earnings expected to be 4.5%. So they're expecting a 4.5% move, about $41 to the north side or $37.52 to the downside. That move is just the earnings move. After the earnings play out, there could be more of a move, more sellout, dump, normalization, equilibriumization. I'm just making up words over here. But you know, finding that midpoint could also happen tomorrow if the numbers are an absolute dull report on GM. So watch out for that move. I think it's at somewhere up to $42. Let's quickly open that back up. Yeah, somewhere up to $41 or $37.50. So they're expecting the high of this range to come into play, or the low of lower these ranges to come back into play, kind of like the 100-period EMA on the daily chart at the moment. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, as the numbers come out tomorrow morning. Here's another stock that comes out with earnings tomorrow, but has been beat down quite a bit recently because of, you know, legal issues and so on. They had to go through some court cases. So if we ignore all those things, which we shouldn't because it's a stock market, all those things are important. But if we ignore all those things and just basically look at tomorrow, good night, Sean, get them safe, and just look at the technicals and the catalyst that's coming out tomorrow. According to the technicals, we are exactly at the 100-period EMA on the one-day chart. This is the 52-week chart right here. We're exactly at the 100-period EMA. Now, if earnings come out good and we take out this triple top, double top or so, which also coincides with kind of like this bottom over here near 107 and these tops over here. So let's actually put that line there, bang, and put a line over here maybe somewhere right there. So if we take out this 104, 107 area, we have a possible run up to the north side on Triple M for a nice trade long. I have traded Triple M. I do have fun trading Triple M too. So I can't wait for this one to see what numbers these come out with. I could also see a drop down to somewhere at the lower end of these ranges if earnings come out bad to the $100, and then it gives you a beautiful short tomorrow on the lower end of the $100. So here we go. I didn't even look at the numbers for you. I didn't even look at the options numbers for you, right? It's expecting a 3.5% move, which is a move up to 108, or a move down to $100. 100.58 as you see up there. That's exactly what we are expecting. A move down to 100 off the earnings number, or a move up to 107, 108 off the earnings number. We'll see what happens if those numbers do come into play, because look, the trades are awesome at that point. A breakout of 107, 108 long, a breakdown of 100 short, support at 100. If that shows up, you can get long because we're at the 52-week low ranges. There's so many trades over here that you can take a look at. That will be awesome for us to have fun at. You have Haas competing today. They are struggling. I mean, come on. What American car is actually good? Yeah, but Haas uses a Ferrari engine. Haas uses a Ferrari engine. So, is it an American car? Is it? 3M chart shows capitulation, says TH. Look out, Triple M has overhang supply also is what TH is currently mentioning. I'm guessing you're talking about the supply and demand in the chart or the stock market. Yeah, this area is proper supply zone. As you guys can see, supply showed up, not enough demand to push the stock through the supply, and we start selling down. We're creating a little bit of a demand area here, but if this demand area gets negated by the earnings move tomorrow, then that breakout to the 100 to the downside will be awesome. Bro, AMC dumpage? Oh my gosh. AMC is getting sold off in the after hours, dropping a whole $1 here. After tickling that same number 611, we are now right back to $5. What is going on over here on AMC? This is insane. Is there another news coming out for AMC at the moment? Or is this just a normal sell-off? I mean, the volume's not really there. This could just be a normal after-hours sell-off, but 11% drop in AMC. This could very well trigger SSR tomorrow if we open down 10% or more into the market going at 9:30. So watch out for AMC. This drop is a little drastic. Maybe we go see Ape popping back up. Did Adam Aaron say something? Did Adam Aaron say something about, oh, we're going to appeal this court ruling? Because that's the only possible outcome over here that I see. AMC's CEO must have wrote another letter on Twitter. More dilution, I bet. Exactly. CEO Twitter. So let's head over to Twitter right now. Let's take a look at what's going on with our friends AMC. Adam Aaron. Adam Aaron. Where you at, bro? Adam Aaron. How do you spell this guy's name, chat? Adam Aaron Twitter. CEO Adam. Okay, that's what it is. Proud to be silverback, blah, blah, blah. What is this? My open letter message below to you is all. This is 23 hours ago. We need something that just came out, from his Twitter. So I'm not seeing anything that just came out from his Twitter, but the AMC over there getting hurt sadly, and Ape having a monster bounce to the north side. Would love to see what the actual catalyst is. Boy, was I short the crap out of APE today, and now it all makes sense why the stock was not going down. It's like somebody knew something. They just kept buying up this position. Who was buying up Ape when we know the previous catalyst was negative? And now it all makes sense. It all makes sense now. So look at AMC right to the downside. It did make a nice little pop off the $5 though, but holy smokes, this is insane. Be a little careful, obviously. It was the Barbie movie, says Chad. That's hilarious. Yeah, no updates, guys. I don't see any updates. I'll be honest with you. You guys said CEO Adam Aron might have tweeted something. The last tweet I saw was 4 hours ago, and it was nothing regarding the Ape AMC thing. So, hey. And like you said, instant bounce back. But if tomorrow, if we do open anywhere near $5, you know what's happening. We're going to be opening into SSR, which is a short sale mechanic that you won't be able to short the stock by taking out liquidity on the bids. You have to wait on the ask, which is the higher upper side. The stock needs to go higher for you to get shorter. Twitter getting a new X logo, says Bill. Yeah, I mean, Brendo and I were just talking about Twitter and the whole logo and everything not too long ago. It's like, what are you gonna say? I went on X and I tweeted X. That's a very valid point. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. And are they gonna change the website name to X.com? I'm sure there's X.com already, right? So what are you gonna change the website to? Is it still going to be called Twitter.com? If it's still going to be called Twitter.com, but the logo is just a simple X, X.com? Is that his website? X.com points at Twitter? Oh, no way. Okay, X.com apparently points at Twitter. Let's go take a look at this. X.com. Oh, wow. He bought the domain and he directed it to Twitter. That is insane. So X.com is a thing now. But here's my brain just fogging up and just absolutely can't understand this. It's like, are you still gonna call it Twitter or not? Are you still gonna call it Twitter.com? Or are you gonna take that down? And if you take that down, does somebody then buy it up? Those scalpers who buy URLs then buy them up and try to resell it to Zach Dorsey? That would be insane. I'm pretty surprised. Brendo just said it already works. Try X.com, and it redirects you to Twitter. That's pretty cool for those of you who didn't know already. Time to comb my hair. All right. Phone message from mommy and daddy. Probably wishing me a happy birthday. Thank you. All right. Where are we going? Big mistake. Probably dumping shares before RIP. What are we talking about? Oh, AMC. Yeah, that's... I would be careful with this one going into tomorrow, obviously. Be very, very careful. We'll do, I fixed bookmark label Twitter. Yeah, Twitter redirects to X.com. Yeah, that's probably what will happen in the moving forward over here, right? That's probably what will happen. Let's talk about a couple other stocks having earnings tomorrow, guys. GM is one. Triple M is another. We got one more tomorrow, well, a lot more tomorrow in the pre-market. This one is pretty decent to trade. It was actually on our radar not too long ago. Verizon, VZ. So Verizon sold off over here drastically on that day and then came back up slowly right before earnings day. Is it my birthday today? It was yesterday. It was on Sunday, 23rd? Yeah, 23rd. Today's 24th? The 23rd. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Turning 29. Oof. Turning 29. Nothing to show for, no wife, just me and a scary life. We're living it though, we're loving it. What's that? Text-to speech is on, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, guys, for those of you who want to send super chats and troll me, text-to-speech has been enabled apparently, and feel free to go ahead and blast me with those trolls. Verizon. Verizon coming out with earnings tomorrow. Obviously, we saw that monster drop to the downside recently on Verizon, making a new 52-week low, dropping down to 2001 or 2011. I forget the year that it dropped down to. I guess we could just scroll back and take a look at it. But, you know, dropping down to pretty drastic number lows over here. What's that? 2011 lows. We expected the stock to pop off of those lows. We gave you that trade on AT&T and on Verizon. Hopefully some of you smashed that long, and ever since that day, AT&T and Verizon have been launching to the north side. Look at AT&T, look at Verizon, right? Pretty easy trades. But now that Verizon has earnings coming out tomorrow, if their numbers come out weak, you can expect another big down day coming in like we did not too long ago. I think it was a week or two ago. I think it was actually last week. But if earnings come out good on this, then possibly a move right back to the 100-period EMA near $36, $36.66. The mark of the devil coming in. Pradeep Singh, not my name. Happy birthday, thank you. I turned 29 last Thursday. Happy birthday, Mr. Freshner. Yeah, happy birthday to everyone who had birthday. To all my Leos, all my Cancerians, everybody. Happy birthday, proudly, says Sky Fairy. Thank you, Sky. Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody who said it in chat. Darvin, Nicole Harris talking about XPON news. Let's go check out XPON, XPON, XPON. It should be moving in the after hours. Not really seeing too much volume on this one, honestly, but hey, this might be one of those random low float stocks that you know, I don't really look at. I mean, look at the average 10-day volume, 29,000 shares. Not something that I take a look at. If it shows up on radar tomorrow, shout out to XPON, Nicole Harris, but not something that I'll be talking about it over here. We're gonna keep moving over to the next stock that has earnings tomorrow, Spotify. Spotify earnings pre-market. You know how much we love Spotify over here on the show. It moves around pretty drastically, and it's a I almost said it's a Canadian company. I got confused with Shopify. And it moves around pretty drastically, and we love trading it. So it looks like we're expecting an 8% move on Spotify tomorrow morning, a move up to $176 or so, or a move down to $150. Let's see what happens for these bad boys. I mean, I'm a Spotify subscriber. Every month I get dinged on my phone, and instantly, you know, I just have to deal with the consequences. But I love it. I listen to podcasts on there, music on there, and I can't wait to come in tomorrow morning to see what direction Spotify moves into. Another stock that has earnings that not really brings in a lot of volume on the day, but sometimes, especially when there is a catalyst or something interesting, there is you know, fun trades over here to take a look at. It's going to be Raytheon Technologies with the 2.4% move incoming tomorrow, pre-market. Another stock pre-market. People in the chat talking about Microsoft earnings tomorrow. I don't know. Yes, sir. But that's after hours, and we will be talking about these movers after hours tomorrow. It's going to be Microsoft, Google, Snapchat, Visa, PacW, Teladoc, just to name a few. Not a busy day tomorrow after hours at all. Pratty Daddy's going to be not busy at all tomorrow, right? But hey, all day tomorrow, pre-market, all day tomorrow, after hours, and all day during the market hours itself. We actually have a pretty interesting day even on the economic calendar. So if you go to tomorrow's calendar over here, I thought we had a pretty interesting thing, but guess not. 10 o'clock though, we got consumer confidence. That moves the market quite a bit, so watch out for 10 o'clock number. Not quite a bit. Sometimes it moves the market, sometimes it doesn't. These days, these economic numbers are all important, so it's always good to watch all of them. But the most important economic date this week, July 26th, FOMC date incoming. You have to be ready for that 2 o'clock move and the 2:30 move, as we are all expecting the 0.25 hike from the market, from the FOMC committee. That's a 0.25 hike in the interest rates, that is. So watch out for the FOMC committee to raise it by 0.25. Watch out for them to possibly say, you know, more hikes in the future incoming, not just 1 or 2. Maybe they could, not just 1, they could talk about 2 more. So a lot of things over here to look out for, especially what happens at the 2:30 speech. Good night, Kat. Get home safe. And you have to be ready for them to even see the other side of the spectrum, which is we are going to raise it now, but we're going to stop raising it going forward because the numbers are looking good, the market's doing good, everything's this, blah 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 blah. So what you have to do is create scenarios, right? For Wednesday, create scenarios and trade off of those scenarios so you're prepared for it. But tomorrow, obviously, being Tuesday, not really too much happening in the economic calendar except for that 10 o'clock consumer confidence. So we'll have to be ready for that one when that one comes out. Man, boy, I am so excited for Wednesday after hours, though. It's going to be so much fun. People calling me simp. Chat, ban him. Bears, ban him. Permaban that guy, Bears. All right. What's going on over here with a couple stocks that had earnings today, which is, you guys want to take a look at DPZ first or APLD? Why don't we go take a look at APLD, because that stock went absolutely haywire to the north side. Even with, I think they missed earnings report, right? Look at that report. The estimates did not get matched or beat, right? So they actually missed estimates over here on revenue, on earnings per share. But if you actually go take a look at earnings whispers and go see what the growth is overall, the growth in the stock was 193.8%. The guidance, look at that arrow up. They guided up on a drastic scale. So APLD over here, maybe we could even learn more about exactly what happened in that earnings report just by clicking on them. Oh yeah, paywall. Yeah. Thank you, earnings whispers. This did not used to be paywall before, but now they put a paywall behind it. Gotta love it. I mean, they just trying to make $1, right? Can't blame them. But hey, earnings whispers, if you're trying to sponsor the show, hook us up. That way we can talk about it and you can get new sponsors. Makes sense, right? So hook us up, earnings whisper. APLD coming out with good guidance, good earnings report overall. Even though they missed earnings and revenue according to estimates, it was a growth overall, and they did beat on guidance. So coming in with a monster move today, 13% to the upside. Still stuck in all of these ranges. So that was a little bit of a turnoff for me. That's still stuck in all of these ranges. But if you look at the stock's ATR, the fact that we were able to pop up and get this far high up to the north side was pretty insane in itself. You also maybe have to take a look at how Bitcoin is moving at the moment. Bitcoin not able to hold above 30K. We've been surprisingly managed to bounce above 29,000, 29,500 for the last month or two. But now we're getting right back below it, pushing back to the downside on Bitcoin. And APLD, which is a blockchain company, Applied Digital Blockchain, I think is the company name. You expect it to pull back along with the overall Bitcoin sell-off, right? If you're looking at Coinbase, look at Coinbase today. It pushed up to that $100, gave you that perfect $100 rejection, multiple chances to short that $100 today, especially off the open. Pushes to 100, gives you a rejection of almost $4 instantly to the downside. So BTC had a nasty down day. Coinbase had a down day, a little bit off that move, off the open, looked pretty drastic off it, but APLD had a pretty good day overall. I'm expecting APLD to actually sell off tomorrow. I don't think this earnings report is going to help it too much, especially with how cryptocurrency is selling off at the moment. But if I am wrong on that, getting long anywhere above $9 for a move back to 10 and a breakout of 10.25 for a move up to 12 are opportunities over there that I'll be very interested in. So we'll be waiting patiently to watch how APLD moves around tomorrow. DPZ, a stock that doesn't really bring in too much volume. Average 10-day volume of 900,000. Today's volume is 1.9 million. Look at the overall move to start the day with. Earnings were good. It popped up to the north side, but then sold right off and only closed 0.12% on the day. If you do like this area as support, you can think about buying the dips over here at 381, 380 area. But if that 380 area does not hold, the shorts off that 380 gives you a beautiful risk to reward setup where you're not risking too much of a fill back through over there. But if it does work out, you're getting a monster move down, hopefully to 353 for a beautiful gap close incoming on DPZ. So watch out for this bad boy. I want to give a couple of shout outs to stocks that moved around today. I think people have to put these stocks on your watch list tomorrow as well, as they moved around quite a bit, and they might move around tomorrow as well. Shout out to Tupperware. Tupperware, if you're not putting your food in Tupperware, then I don't know what you're doing, right? Shout out to Tupperware, best company out there. Not only can you put your food in there, you can also put your money in there, right? You can also put your pencils in there or your pens. And, you know, the list is unstoppable. The list is unstoppable. I bet you can even put your trees in there, if you know what I mean. Hey, Obi in the back over there saying, hey. So Tupperware, shout out to Tupperware. The stock monster squeeze incoming, 131 million shares today compared to an average 10-day average of 15 million shares, 16 million shares. Bears vs. Bull saying, I use Pyrex. Okay, Bears vs. Bull. That's because you go skiing, okay? I don't go skiing, okay? I'm not about that life. AMC touched $7. No, it did not. Stop hyping me up over here. AMC, after hours, still dropping. AMC did move up today, though, at one point to 7. I thought you mean after hours moved up to 7. You scared me. It scared me for a second. I was like, what is going on with this stock? It's not moving that big. So Tupperware, shout out to this stock. I'm looking for that $2 area at this moment. As you guys can see, this 187 high / $2. Possible gap close up to 250, maybe a move up to 3 even incoming. Today's levels obviously must have on watch wherever the stock moves on based on today's levels. Looking at the $1.20 up to $1.80 to see how the stock moves around. Another quick shout out to Vinco Ventures, BBIG. The stock went absolutely haywire today. Monster move came into BBIG. I mean, do we see BBIG going back to the $18, $13, $14? At one point the stock was $100. Are you kidding me? What the? So, hey, do we see these squeeze stocks coming back into play and all the meme stocks waking up? Vinco Ventures joining that party and actually up another 6.66% in the after hours, apparently. So here's the after hour move a little bit. Not too much, still stuck in today's range, but a little bit of an after hour move. Let's also give a warm welcome, and I don't know what I'm saying, but let's give a shout out to UPST for failing to continue gap closing to the north side. So this was a trade that we pointed out for a possible gap close to the north side after taking out this 55 area, but it's failing to do that at the moment. Looking for support though around $51, $52 every single day and doing it successfully. Let's see if the stock can now, I'm going to delete that trend line. Let's see if the stock can now hold 52 and then break back above 55 and go north. We are, however, getting trades every single day off that 55 area. You're able to short 55 area multiple times ever since the stock broke through that level. And if that level comes back in tomorrow, I might have to put that on my watch list. I keep missing it. JNJ. This stock can't stop going up to the north sides ever since its earnings report. We've been trading it since its earnings report and we loved it. Today, however, we missed the move to the north side, up only 0.5 and is showing you a little bit of a volume exhaustion candle. I guess someone, is this a hammer candle, chat? Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be very well wrong on calling that a hammer candle. Looks like we're actually rejecting somewhere off of these highs over here near 175. I'd rather put that line right there near 175 or so, 174, 175 areas coming in as a little bit of a rejection on JNJ at the moment. Looking for a possible retest of 170 incoming very soon on JNJ. And if you weren't watching these Chinese ADRs today, I mean, holy smokes, right? We called the Baba short, and I think we actually had that Baba short today. Baba short, Pinduo Duo, breaking past 80, going up to 80.50. Monster move over there. NIO and XPEV, I mean, what in the, right? NIO and XPEV with monster moves today. These Chinese inverted hammer, says chat. Okay, shooting star, inverted hammer, there's so many names. Ain't no glitch, that's called crime. Oh, wow, what are you talking about? XPeng, I mean, NIO, all these stocks, monster moves. I would suggest you guys to, have all of the Chinese ADR basket on your watch list tomorrow. Do not miss out. Set up your alerts, set up your watch list properly. And I'm sure that your boy Brendo in the morning is going to talk about these stocks on the watch list too, along with maybe some of the stocks that have earnings today after hours. None of them really too interesting. Let's go take a look at CLF. CLF looks like it popped up to 17, but is now getting ready to drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, pop it like it's hot, pop it like it's hot, right? So we are getting a little bit of sell-off coming here on CLF. Let's refresh this page, see what happens on the numbers. CLF numbers coming out a little bit of mixed, I guess. Estimates is exactly in line for revenue or estimates per share, earnings per share, but revenue was a slight beat. I'm guessing the guidance is not in just yet for this one. NXPI, mixed report overall on the guidance, but flat. Looks like their growth wasn't that big of a growth overall. AGNC, 45% growth, so I'm guessing that one popped up. Sold off. Sold off hard and then popped back up. AGNC. Earnings Whisper. Whirlpool, we were looking at that. Logitech numbers are not out yet. FFIV, is this stock still going to the north side? It is. Now it is actually holding above 160 successfully and still trading to the north side. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. You got to love seeing some of these earnings movers bringing in volume, some of the stocks that we actually have never traded before. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see how FFIV moves around tomorrow. Maybe we do find some trades around it. WASH. I can't speak. Washington Trust Bank Corp. Looks like maybe a regional bank over there. Let's go see how much volume this stock does on a daily scale. Average 10-day volume, 106,000 shares, so no volume at all. Prad, can you explain AMC tape? Well, I can't look at the AMC tape right now, sadly, because our software turns off after 4:15. Our trading software, we're only day traders. We can only trade from 9:30, well, pre-market up to 4:15, and then our software shut off for us. So I can't look at the tape. So sadly, I need a tape to explain for you. But if you're trying to understand, I see AMC 7+. Well, I don't know where you're looking because AMC right now is 542. It might. It's printing on the darks. It's all dark 7s. Apparently, it's printing dark pool 7s. So AMC dark pools, a lot of games being taken place. You got to understand though, dark pool candles are not real. They're all fugazi. No, not necessarily, but you won't be able to take trades off of this. And you got to know that a lot of the games over here are happening on dark pools, even back in the day for AMC, GME, all these squeeze stocks. A lot of the volume trades in dark pools is just the way the game happens. Nothing that you can do about it. Real liquidity, real volume where the stock is actually trading is 539. If it's just printing dark pool candles like one share just constantly, it could be some algo hunting liquidity. They are testing out levels. They're looking for liquidity. Also, there is a rule that dark pool numbers don't have to be reported for up to 24 hours. So that transaction you're seeing right now showing up on the tape could technically be taking place yesterday. Yesterday pre-market, yesterday after hours, which makes a lot more sense to me if you think about it, because yesterday we popped up quite a bit, right? I think we ran up to $7 yesterday. Let's go take a look at that. AMC, I can't type for the life of me. This is today's move. This is today. Oh no, that's the after-hour move yesterday. So yeah, look at that. The after-hour move yesterday, you're seeing shares taking place at $7, you're saying. That's basically yesterday's shares most likely being printed right now. All the dark pool candles being taking place yesterday. Don't get called a shill or a hedge for telling people the truth. Yeah, that's true. That is very much, I've been in that boat before, Jay Haas. I've been in that boat before. Look, my job is to be the purveyor. Is that the right word? I don't even know what the word means. I think carrier is what it means. Purveyor of truth. And any knowledge that I learn, any information that I learn, I aim to spill it out for free to all of you. And that's my point. That's my point. Ladies and gentlemen, I pretty much have given you all of my watch lists. Once again, like I said, for free. I think the only thing that I didn't talk too much about was the banking sector. You guys saw how the banking sector was so very much active today. PACW up 8% on the day. PACW earnings coming out, I believe, tomorrow after hours. So, well, guarantee gotta have this bad boy on the watch. You can't be missing out the, Pac Dubskis. WAL coming out with decent earnings report recently and popping up to the north side, marching towards that probably $60 area soon. KRE reclaiming some of these levels. Look at the regional banking sector. It's time to go long banks, ladies and gentlemen. It is over. The banking turmoil is over. Look at XLF today marching up. Even XLE, I forgot to put XLE on the basket. Oxy moving back up to that $62 area, giving you a beautiful trade off of the breakout of the 62. Look at that area right there. Breakout of 62. Put a line, please. Breakout of 62, giving you a nice little move up to $63 today on Oxy. I mean, all of these stocks are breaking out, so take these trades. Look for your positions, look for your risk management, and have some fun. So there's two more sectors over there that I didn't give you guys, which is your oil sector, your banking sector, and also, since we did have a semiconductor stock coming out with earnings today, NXP Semiconductors. Don't expect it to do too much volume, but yeah, AMD, NVIDIA, and NXPI, Micron, Intel, your large cap always on watch no matter doubt, no matter what. And Microsoft and Google with earnings tomorrow after hours, even more in watch tomorrow. So tomorrow pre-market and after hour stocks, spicy. Get ready to have all that fun. We had a lot of fun today with all the movers too, so I can't wait to see all these movers moving around tomorrow as well. Thank you for joining, as always, to the After Hours. I'm your host, Trader Prad. I can't wait to be back tomorrow for you guys and talk about all the trades that we can punch during the midday. I'll be on at 12 o'clock, and obviously, After Hours for Microsoft and Google. For those of you who have hit the like already, I appreciate you. Thank you for the love and support. And for those of you who have not hit that like,
hola, like and subscribe today.
All right, so like and subscribe today. Appreciate you very much for all the love to Trader TV Live and to myself. Good luck in the markets. Put proper risk management. Make a plan. And what do you do, OB? Trade the plan, right? So see you guys tomorrow. The real Slim Shady out.